I'm here to talk about rotational strength training tools. Okay, these things have helped my shoulders out so much. I can't begin to tell you how much I contribute my ability to use my shoulders the way I do to rotational strength training tools. These things are absolutely wonderful at helping to improve your coordination, okay, your timing, the dexterity in your hand. Okay, you're going to be firing up both sides of your brain, reaching across the midline like this. It's going to help posturally. Okay, you're rhythmically going to be compressing your spine from side to side. Okay, and when you do that, when you think about it, walking is the most fundamental human movement, and walking is rotation on repeat. Okay, so if you think of walking as rotation on repeat, and you think about full range of motion, then you can talk about sprinting as full range of motion rotation, and walking is partial range of motion. So you want to be using both ranges of motion, right? You want to train in both ranges of motion. But how can you train rotation without just running and walking? Well, rotational strength training tools. Okay, so what you can do with these tools is start learning the patterns. Okay, very simply using the club. Okay, and then after you master the ability to use the club, these are light clubs, these are 1 pound each, right? Then you can start to feel better within your body, your shoulder starts to feel better. Okay, the first thing is getting the simple patterns down. Okay, rising up like this, okay, and coming down. Okay, this is opening up. Okay, and this is closing. Okay, that's like a throwing pattern, right? So all of these things help to oscillate and rotate and compress your spine from side to side. It's absolutely delicious for your body. Okay, just watch as the clubs swing, your body should counteract that weight coming into play. Okay, now if you're just new to this, I don't expect you to start getting this right away. You need to understand your body and the movement and the patterns most of all first. So you've got to get the patterns. Okay, you keep seeing me do this. This is a wrist circle. I've done a lot of these, and you can do these in different positions. Okay, and I really like these because it forces your spine to compress to the side when you put it in different positions. And of course, you can use this in the whole direction, and you can use the wrist circles, okay, anywhere you can put your arm, right? So that's pretty interesting because you're going through this cyclic movement with your wrist, and it's rotating your shoulder and just doing little mini oscillations. I can't tell you how amazing this is for the health of your shoulders, your hand, your wrists, your elbows, shoulders, to your spine, to your hips. Why your hips? Because you're shifting your center of mass from side to side. I just got a nice crack in my ankle there, okay? It's because you're rhythmically shifting your center of mass going from side to side. As you can see in my foot, when I rotate, you should have a supinatory effect. Okay, so when I rotate this way, your foot pronates and the foot gets longer. Okay, and when you rotate that way, it opens up. Okay, now when you're doing that, that's gonna have an action and reaction in your knees and in your hips. Okay, it's all together, and you're just managing your spine in space. Okay, you're managing your meat sack and your spine, okay, over your foot. Okay, so this gives you an experience of shifting weight and having coordination going from side to side. And it gets a little bit more intense when you get heavier. Okay, so these are 3 pound clubs. Okay, so this is 6 pounds that I'm swinging in total right now. Okay, so this is both hands working together, both arms working together in a continuous movement with 2 independent clubs. Now I can do something very similar here with 1 club. Okay, so this is 2 clubs. Now this is nice and light for me. This is heavy for some folks. Okay, they're an Indian club. It's a leverage tool. Okay, so now I can do that with 1 club. Could go like this. Okay, so okay, it's a very similar movement. Okay, you can see all that rotation happening. Now, healthy rotation happens in your ankle, in your knee, in your hip, in your spine, in your shoulders, okay? But a lot of people, they start getting restricted from being tight in the hips and tight in the shoulders. So it's nice to go on your knees, okay? That takes the knee a little bit out of it, a bit more. Definitely takes the ankles out of it. It takes a bit of the knee out of it. You still get a bit of rotation from the knee, but not as much as if you were standing. Okay, so you can try it up here. Okay, and that's going to be a little bit more demanding of your spine because you're not going to be using the rotation element from the ankle. And you do single arm stuff here. Okay, and this is really, really nice. I had soccer last night on gym floor. And my body, always after soccer, after competing, you feel a bit beat up. Okay, and this is helping out big time. Okay, you can see as I'm doing this, this is a single arm club mill. Okay, so I'm rotating to deliver it. Okay, and then I rotate through my torso to help the momentum and then pull it back over. So it's a whole body effort, but it's all timing and coordination. It's similar to the kettlebell swing. Okay, like I'm delivering it in and letting my arm pendulum and twisting my torso and having that force transfer through the rotation to feed the momentum to help it come up the other way and then use the upper body as well as the continue on with the rotation to pull it through. Okay, but I can't tell you just how good this type of stuff is. It has been an absolute game changer for me. I have had 50 stitches up my left shoulder. I got hit by a car and had the shoulder go into the windshield. Okay, that did a lot to my left shoulder. Scar tissue really screws things up. Okay, but I've broken my right scapula. I've broken my right collarbone, separated my shoulders. And these tools have allowed me to stay strong and capable. Okay, I can do Turkish get-ups with 68 kilogram kettlebells. I can do bent press with a 60. Okay, that's pretty good for the injuries that I just listed. Okay, so those are shorter lever tools. These are steel clubs. These are Indian clubs. This here's a longer tool. This is the Mace. Okay, so this is just a nice little warm up today for me, just taking you through a little bit of movement, a bit of a movement snack. Okay, so I'm gonna have it back behind me, okay, pointing straight to the ground. Okay, now without shifting my center of mass, I'm just going to use my wrists a little bit and have it pendulum from side to side. Okay, now I'll let a bit more rotation in the upper body happen, as well as shifting my center of mass and accounting for where the weight of the club or the mace is. Okay, so when the weight swings to the right, I laterally flex to the left and rotate to the left. Okay, now I'm going to bring it up to 9 and 3. Okay, now I'm really using that center of mass shift in the rotation. Okay, and now you can have a leap of faith and pull it over. Okay, where you pull it over, that's the really beauty part about this. Okay, is, well, the whole movement is, but right here, if you put it down here, instead of just hanging out up here, okay, that's gonna force that rotation across the midline. Okay, the midline's right here. Okay, if I pull it over here, just to here, I haven't really fully, I think that's about half of my rotation. Okay, like this. So if I pull it and just come back to here, that's about half the rotation. And you can see when I come over here, boom, over here, okay, I'm getting that full pull. Okay, instead of just, boom, I can stay square there. Okay, so I rotate at the beginning of that one. That's half of the rotation. And then I stop. Okay, let's finish it and have it go like this. So you go from the full rotation from rotated to the right to rotated to the left. Okay, and then it continues through in a cyclic movement, rhythmic, rotational movement. And that's so good for your spine. Okay, so if you have any questions, if you want to train like this, be sure to shoot me a message or leave me a comment. Okay, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Okay, I'm going to continue doing these videos and your support is greatly appreciated. Okay, have a great day. And before I go, if you need any of these tools, shoot me a message or head to greatlegsgearupro.com. And again, if you're interested in training, hit me up. Okay, Colin Lake. Let's go.